So, making another video. Sorry if the lighting is kind of crap, but can't find my ring light, and maybe. Okay, we couldn't find my ring light, and probably someone making a TikTok video with it, but I wanted to show you my haul for the last month. Some of it is Christmas presents, some of it is just presents to myself, but we'll go through it. First will be just like hardcovers and manga, and then the second batch will be actually omnibus or omnibuy. So first off, I'll go into, we got a Berserk 9. It's a beautiful book. It has some fold outs, of course, amazing Kintaro art. And if you've ever read Berserk, you know how amazing the story is. I am not done with this, so I'm not going to flip all the way through it, because do not want to spoil it for myself. But look forward to some reviews for 7 and 8, because I did finish those, and let y'all know how I felt. Definitely, spoiler, it's not going to be a bad review. Next, I have this. It's called a Duster. It's about this woman. I guess her husband dies in the World War, and the Nazis have come over to America. She's decided she's going to fight the Nazis by flying a fighter jet. I mean, well, not a fighter jet. She's going to kill them, but she has a crop duster plane. So it's supposed to be really good. I got it at a like a half price books type store called McKay's in Tennessee. Its cover price was $39.99. I paid $1 for it, so I mean, couldn't say no to that. I got Mind Management. I've heard a lot about this. It's about people being mind controlled by the government. It's like I think what I've read or heard about it is a plane comes back. People on the plane don't remember anything about the flight, and then they find out a lot of crazy stuff that happened to the people, and just sounds really interesting. Stuff I'm really into, kind of like Project Paperclip and stuff like that, but we won't get into that because I don't want to. I do want to be monetized one day, so we won't go into conspiracies and stuff like that, but pretty cool, in-depth book, as what I've heard. So really excited about that. And plus, I think I paid $10 for it. So, and it's a $30 book. And then this was the major find at the same store, McKay's. Has some damage in the back, so can't hold that against it, but I mean, it's a beautiful freaking book. Oh, and hey, some random stuff in here for a kid's tablet. Don't know why that's in there, but hey, whatever. I guess that's what you get when you buy used books. But yeah, of course, I have put my protector, my dust cover protector on there to protect it. Crazy thing is, there may be damage on the inside, but the dust jacket was freaking immaculate, which is crazy. That never happens. And this is a $75 cover price. I see it selling places for like $100. and more, because it's out of print for one. It's really going to start coming in. You've seen this man in the MCU already. Well, not MCU, but I mean, it was in the What If TV series. So that's the Watcher. And then some characters are going to be coming back, like Punisher. And then a major character that I'm excited, hopefully will be in the MCU. I don't know why they wouldn't. Maybe it'll be in the new Spider-Verse movie. But that's Silk. And this contains the first appearance of Silk, which if you try to buy the single comic book, you're going to pay absorbent amount of money, which I could care less about doing. So I want to just read the story. So, of course, about this for $20. I mean, can't say no. $20 as opposed to $75. Yeah, every day. Then, here's a Christmas present from my mother. It was purchased on the best website on the planet. It was a damaged book, so I mean, it's discounted because there was damage to the dust jacket, which it doesn't bother me all that much because I'm gonna read it. I mean, and I'm not intending on selling it, so really could care less. And I put my dust jacket cover on there, so I mean, it'll protect it any other damage. So I think that was about it right there. Kind of had some wear and tear. That's about it. But I've watched the show. I've not read the book, so I'm pretty excited to crack into this. But everything I've heard is that the show was like spot on, accurate to the book. And I mean, by what I saw by flipping through, it's like, holy crap, yeah, they didn't miss a dang thing, and they did an amazing job, which of course Kirkman had a hand in making the show. So I mean, why wouldn't it be accurate? If it wasn't accurate, I mean, you'd have to slap Kirkman. But I mean, he did that to The Walking Dead. It was completely inaccurate to the comic, but I think that was the purpose. But can't tell people The Walking Dead or people of the comic and people of the show anything, because everyone seems to be an expert on both. But this is really cool. I had seen some stuff about this by it's made by Fantagraphics. I'm a big old school hip hop fan. A lot of people probably don't know that about me, but I do like hip hop music quite a bit. I like old school lyricists, and this is pretty epic. This is the history of old school hip hop, and you know, it's just pretty cool. And then once you get in, it's like, it looks like the old comic books that I used to grow up reading, and it's you know, yellowed pages. It's just pretty cool. I mean, and it's big, and it's a trade paperback, which is kind of crazy. See, it's semi-hardcover, and then like it has like all the old school rappers, and I mean, like Davey DMX, most people, and Lover, which when he was young, and Fat Five Freddy. It's just a bunch of stuff that, unless you're old school hip hop head, you have no clue who these people are. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And so this is the first in what is, I think there's another one. I'll have to try to find it. I got this on Organic Price Books, and I think he has the other one, but it's on back order. So I mean, if you want to be able to get this one's not on back order, I do not believe at this moment. So I mean, I would go there and check it out. But definitely say to pick it up because it is really neat. And also, when you do pick it up, you'll get this. It's if you are a hip hop head and you love comic books, of course you're watching this. But I mean, if you're a Rob Liefeld fan, this is it's a collab between the guy who made the Hip Hop Family Tree and Rob Liefeld. So I mean, it is pretty dang cool. Spike Lee, Eazy-E went into made this as well. So it's pretty freaking cool that they threw that in here, because that little book is hard to find and it's pretty well sought after. So, and it's like a throw-in, which is crazy, because yeah. I think that book, if you can find the full-size comic book, is worth more than that. I paid for that whole collection. And then, so here goes the comic books in no particular order. I think I have it in order, and I didn't even realize it. So, first off, we'll go. I got Daredevil by Charles Soule. This is more the modern day Daredevil. This is a 2015-2016 Daredevil. So if you want to get the more modernized Daredevil, this is the one you would go to. Usually, I know we do like an overview, which I'll do more of a side view. The art is beautiful, as you can hear. It's brand new. The only thing I've done with this is stretch the spine. These are fresh pages, but I can't wait to get into it because I am still sort of new to the Daredevil world. I've watched the show, parts of it. I never watched all of it. Definitely have watched the movies and seen Matt Murdock in some movies. I won't say which ones because spoiler, people will get mad at me like everyone did Tom Holland, because he tends to have a blabbermouth when it comes to Marvel movies. He tends to tell everybody everything. So yeah, Matt Murdock's, you'll see him. And then of course we have by the same writer, which is kind of crazy, Darth Vader by Charles Soule. Go figure. And this is the story of Darth Vader. I think it's between I believe this is between episode 3 and episode 4, and it kind of goes into his story of like what made him who he is, and you get to see more like human side of Vader, and it's a pretty amazing story. I was pretty excited to get into this and to pick this up. I do love the cover. It is freaking beautiful. If you don't think that's beautiful, I mean, something's wrong with you. There was another cover. This is I believe the B cover. I may be wrong. Comment, tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. Hey, that'd be cool. Then I'll actually know if I was right or wrong. But I believe this was the B cover. The A cover, no, I am wrong. This is the A cover. The B cover was really cool, but I didn't like it as much. It was just an up close shot of Vader with his lightsaber, which is cool. But I mean, I'd rather have this, because I have one coming here soon that's an up close of someone with their lightsaber. I think it comes out next month, and I'll show y'all, and I can't wait for that. Now to my DC books, which I've kind of been getting more DC books lately, because a lot of the out of print books are starting to come in print, and a lot of them are dropping in price because the publisher for DC is actually allowing more discounts because they are able to do that now. And as I showed you last time, had Nightfall 1, here's Nightfall 2. I picked this up, of course, same as those, from Organic Price Books, which I buy majority of my stuff from. And got this for a great price. Right now it's at $50 on their website. Thanks JP hooking me up with this. He just hooked me up with a lot of really cool stuff. But this book is absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to get into it. And like, whoa, I didn't even see that. Look at that, Catwoman, hot Catwoman. And just some baddies I've never really seen before. If you've not read Nightfall series, which I haven't read a whole lot of, then it's going to be pretty cool. There's some bad guys I've never seen. Joker looks completely different. If you see that, I mean, like, whenever you've seen Joker look like that, so apologize, that's my cat. You know, cats are going to be cats, so you just have to sometimes ignore it. This one is one I've been really excited for. I've been waiting for a while. This is the second part of the Longbow Hunter saga, which is massive, 1,400 pages. You know, for some reason they love to make Green Arrow books massive. So I mean, like, you could like beat someone over the head with this. Like, I don't even think you need guns in the house with this. You beat the intruder with your book and call the cops. I mean, and the book would be just fine. But the art is absolutely beautiful. It has the old school Green Arrow art, and then Ollie Queen. It's just, look at that. That is, if you could see it, I apologize if you can't, but the book is pretty dang heavy. But it is an amazing book, amazing art, amazing writing. This revolutionized Green Arrow, changed him forever. Because before this, if you really don't know history of Green Arrow, he was a joke. I mean, he had, like, before the first Green Arrow that I have over there, he had, like, arrows that had boxing gloves, and that had things that came out and said "pow." I mean, like, it was like stupid.
Joker guns.
Yeah, I mean, dumb. I mean, and then this guy took Green Arrow and made him gritty. Like, the first story in the first omnibus, I mean, he's hunting down people that do human trafficking of children. And I mean, for the day that comic book came out in the 80s, I mean, that was, you just didn't touch stuff like that in comic books. I mean, that was a no-no. And they pushed the envelope and made a gritty, dark book that ended up becoming comic book lore and amazing and beautiful. And I mean, you can't say anything more about Green Arrow, and then eventually it became Green Arrow and Green Lantern being like the best in DC at one point. So I do love Green Lantern. I have like 5 Green Lantern books, but Green Arrow and Green Lantern were for a long time the it books in DC. And then of course Batman and Superman came back. But I mean, but for a while, Batman and Superman were super cheesy, and people were done with cheesy comic books. I wanted something with heart and grittiness, and that was Green Arrow and Green Lantern. And then stuff like this came out by the amazing Grant Morrison, Warren Ellis, Grant Ennis, and just you had my brain isn't working right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You had the English comic book writers that came into America and just revolutionized comic books with Hellblazer, Lucifer, Invisibles, and it changed comic books to what they are now, because without them we'd still be having cheesy ass Superman and cheesy Batman and stupid Spider-Man comics that were where he's thumbs up in with the president, Barack Obama. Like, who cares? We want the president's life in danger, and him actually saving people from real stuff, not some bullcrap. And this made the comic book stuff like this made the comic book industry have to change and switch gears to compete with it, because if you didn't, you weren't going to compete and you weren't selling. So I mean, art is extremely different. You're not going to see art like this in earlier comic books, but you would always find it Grant Morrison, and his writing is just immaculate. If you ever get a chance to buy Invisible, it's a little on the expensive side, but definitely worth it. It is huge. It's like 1,480 pages or something like that. But I mean, definitely worth it. I can't wait to read the whole thing. It's going to take me a while, but yeah, it is comic book gold, and I'll definitely be getting more stuff like this and showing you guys about it. I really appreciate y'all staying and let me talk to y'all about comic books. I know it's kind of a little different format than we usually do. I usually do an overview. I just want to show y'all what I like, change up the format of the haul videos, because I just want to show y'all, and then later on whenever I do a review I can show you the full comic book, because by then I've read it and it doesn't spoil it. So, but I love you guys. Y'all keep watching my videos. I got all sorts of them. Y'all check them out. Make sure, comment, let me know what you think of the books. Let me know what you think about how we're going to do the haul videos from now on. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, please. I know everyone says it, but it'd do me really good. And like I said, I love you guys. Y'all keep up the good work, and y'all have an amazing day, amazing night, and I'll see y'all later. And you know what time it is. It's Kilo out.